Oh, how the Googans love putting things in the water, and today we're going to explore a little about that. Welcome back, crew, to this episode of Googans of the Week. Now, it's not always just objects the Googans like to put in the water. Sometimes it'll be our good friends. Or sometimes it'll be man's best friend putting somebody in the water. Now, of course, the Googan doesn't hold any prejudice against anybody. They'll toss anybody in the water, including themselves. Unless, of course, you're one of those most famous Googans of all who always somehow found a way to keep himself dry.
Jesus. That's
Jack Sparrow. Oh, the old Googan dilemma. Do you wind up saving her or saving yourself? Or do you both just wind up at the drink at some point in time? And no, ladies, you're not susceptible to not being a Googan as well. The ladies can get out there in the water just like anybody else and pull a couple Googan moves. All it takes is somebody to be out there having a little too much fun, and the next thing you know, you're in the drink as well. But this just goes to show you, with the proper encouragement and the right support behind you, anybody can get out there and be a Googan on the water. It doesn't matter if you're one of the ladies, you're one of the fellas, if you're out there fishing, if you're out there tubing, do your part, pull your Googan moves, and wind up in the drink. Now, a lot of times we'll mistake the Googans with being the amateurs out there on the water, the people who don't really quite know what's going on, but that's not always the case. The people who are supposed to be the pros, out there getting the work done, many times we will catch them pulling Googan moves as well and finding themselves in the drink with the rest of them. Other times you'll get some Googans out there who think they're pros trying to pull pro moves, but they wind up paying the price on that one. Now, of course, winding up in the drink can be a bad time, but the other times it can be worse is when you wind up on dry land, but you pulled the Googan move or forgetting to check the weather before you decided to go out and enjoy a day on the boat. Now, I will give this crew a little bit of props. They did put themselves in one of the best positions you probably could be in. I mean, they're not officially on the water. It does appear that they're beached. And to top it off on that, it appears they've beached themselves underneath some sort of bridge, so they have a little bit of cover from the weather as well. But still, not a fun day to be out there. Even though this crew's all smiles, it's not the best situation. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Googans of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening on your waterways, be sure to hit us up on Facebook or Instagram and let us know, and you might see your stories over here. And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button.